are the pros and cons of gaming pre-internet? Obviously, the pros are everything's new and fresh. You're not spoiled. It's almost like when you don't have everyone else around you experience the same thing, it's more of an individual experience.
I kind of touched on this in a previous podcast. It might have even been a similar question, or I might have spun off there, but it's the same thing. I miss pre... It's not like I'm anti-internet. I just miss pre-internet gaming because the hype cycles for games are just insane. To the point where, like, the Persona 5 trailer came out the other day. I really want to play Persona 5 because I like the Persona series. I don't need to see a trailer to know that I want to play Persona 5. I don't. Because I've played the series.
And when it's come out a year from now?
Yeah. So I don't want to deal with the hype cycle. I don't want to finally pick up...
It's like movies.
I don't want to pick up Persona 5 and know fucking 1/4 of the game. You know, I liked being able to experience everything fresh for myself. The cons are, now if I'm stuck in a game, it's really easy to find fucking help and get me through it.
The big con is that now you are privy to reviews and playthroughs before you buy a game. It's harder to make a bad decision.
Yes.
And throw away, like, remember...
No, that's a pro. You called it a con,
okay,
but yeah, that's a pro.
I mean, I go back to NES games were $50 back in then. Like, $50 now is worth a lot less than $50 back then.
And all of us who were playing Nintendo when it was the relevant system had 50% shit games in our libraries because we were not...
Okay,
I'm not saying that's...
I wouldn't say 50%. I would say, though, you had a much higher chance of getting a shit
dud.
game.
Yeah, there was a bigger chance of getting a dud. You know,
I'm sure. Obviously, there's tons of Back to the Future and Karate Kids out there, and you bought that just because on the license alone, and kids were disappointed.
Karate Kid's not that bad.
It's not that good.